Hey everyone, welcome to Hopcast.
Or is it the new Brew Thursday? I'm not quite sure.
It's both. It's woo! It's extreme! This is history right here.
I know, it's that West meets Midwest podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've heard of collaboration beers, but never collaboration podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first ever collaboration beer podcast.
As far as I know, I don't know.
Yeah, well, as far as it matters to you.
So I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder, and welcome. Thanks for coming
I'm John
out.
Holzer.
Steve Johnson. Woo!
And I'm Dr. Bill.
No one knows who you are, dude.
So thanks for coming out. Obviously here for the CBC 2010 here in Chicago. So.
Chicago rocks,
us.
dude.
Yeah.
You guys have it made here.
That's
You
not
got
so
so
bad.
much.
I mean,
You got so much awesomeness all around you at these bars and stuff.
It
that
just
are here.
happens to be in a. You're saying that on a nice day.
It's a nice day.
Yeah,
lots
the
of good
weather I
beer.
can imagine
You'll
would be a
take it
little
back
bit
later.
irritating. Yeah, I lived in Minnesota for a while, so I know.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But you have one of the greatest collection of craft beer bars in the United States, and you have one of the best food towns. It's one of New York, San Francisco, Chicago, New Orleans. Those are probably the 4 top food towns in the United States, and so you got.
We're passionate about food. and
You
beer.
can put up with the little bad weather for all that.
I guess so, yeah.
Just a little bit of bitching and complaining, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, you got to bitch occasionally. So.
So let's talk about what we've got to drink today.
All right, so we have the East End Gratitude and limited release American Barleywine, and then we've got Flossmoor Station's American Barleywine. Yeah,
Right on.
also limited bottle release. So
Yeah, you guys were just down in Flossmoor, right?
yeah, we interviewed Brian on episode 91. Check it out.
Was that the one where you guys were smushed into the brewery there? Where
Yeah, it
you had,
was-
like, the
it was
little
tiny.
3
Tiny
square
brewery.
feet to stand in, and yeah.
That is a tiny
So-
space, though. Seeing all the beers that he has coming out in that tiny little brewery was quite impressive.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We've been in a few of those. It's a little bit more troublesome for me because, I'm not small and limber like you guys are to fit in behind a fermenter. But so.
And this is the newest batch, right?
Yeah.
This is the Chickadee.
Okay,
Yeah, that should be the Chickadee, and I've had the Crow Raven, which was the first year.
right, and that was 2005.
Yeah,
right.
it was amazing. So this must be 2007. So
Or
I'm really excited about it.
2009.
2009?
Or if it came out in March.
I wonder if they brewed it in 2007. Did they age it?
Ooh, I'm not
That's a good
sure
question.
on
Not to
that.
stump everybody, but I think it's the 3rd year they've done it. I know that much.
Okay.
And because I think they had the Crow Raven, then they had something else, then they had the Chickadee, which is
Right.
what I'm pretty sure that beer
So
is.
yeah, they're all different birds, different color, wax tops.
Okay. Which makes it easy. If you don't know your birds, you can always know the colors of the wax tops. So that'll be
Blue,
good.
the green.
But yeah, that should be amazing beer. And Flossmoor Station, wow, there's along with Goose Island, they're like the fathers of craft brewing in this area, as far as I'm concerned.
Been around for a long
doing
time.
Really good stuff.
A number of good brewers go through there. So.
Yeah, it's a great training ground.
But let's start with the East End. Let's
Okay.
open it up and take a
Good.
look.
You got your
Very
knife?
cool.
That poured out really nice ruby.
Yeah, it's a
clear.
beautiful color. It's a classic barley wine, old ale style color. It's got that mahogany ruby, like you said,
Yeah.
color. As you swirl it, it turns this honey colored as it hits the sunlight.
Yeah, especially out here.
Beautiful head.
Aroma's great. Sweet, slightly burnt, not too bad.
It's a very well balanced.
Oh, you already had some?
Mm-hmm.
We always
Sorry.
have one of those dudes that
Oh,
jumps
wow.
the gun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That was the other one that did it too. So.
Did you do your 3 sips?
Yes. Not really though.
That is quite drinkable.
It's really good. It's coming in at 11.2, so it's big but drinkable.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
soft.
you don't really get a lot of the alcohol off of this.
Yeah, there's no fusel alcohol. It's really soft. It's really nice.
This is dangerously well balanced. I could see plowing through a bottle of this and not even realizing it.
It is very, very soft and fruity, palatable. Nice.
The sweetness is almost like a pineapple.
Yeah, I can see where you're getting some citrus hints in it. The sweetness kind of goes, kind of like a dried pineapple, like you'd buy in the store in a package
Right.
and eat. And
Why would you
yeah.
Why would you buy a dried pineapple?
Because they're delicious. Yeah.
Yes.
I like
And-
wet pineapples. I want to be soaked in pineapple juice.
Steve,
Then
when
you're
you're
all
on when you're on a hike, all those little sharp edges cut through the backpack into your back. So that's what you do.
Have you seen me? Do you think that I go on hikes? I mean, do you think that ever happens? I mean, come on now.
Just in case.
Unless,
now you know.
unless by hike you mean drive in a car. So,
You had to hike downstairs to get your sunglasses.
yeah, I know, but you know,
Wow.
every now and then the man has to do what the man has to do.
I like this even more than the first batch. I mean, this is just really
It is
spectacularly
quite
well
delicious.
made.
This does taste like it's been aged for some time.
But it does, but obviously there's no oxidation going on because the wax will preclude that fact. So I think it's just the way they made it. I think it's could be the water that they use in Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh,
East
yeah.
End Pittsburgh.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just got a
Guess
really
we should've
soft,
made a
great
stop there,
mouthfeel.
John.
Where?
Oh wow. Can't
Pittsburgh.
stop everywhere.
Yeah, we drove through there. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
didn't
we were
stop
at
though.
Harrisburg for.
We went over to
Intro.
Fatheads.
Okay.
Wow, I'm a huge fan of this.
Yeah. But they've been around. The brew pub got built in '96, so they've
Yeah.
been going at it for a while.
Is
Yeah,
this
so you
distributed
get-
down here, or did you have to get this?
No,
special?
this was a trade. Also got
Okay.
their wooden nickel
Okay.
that came out around the same time.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah. I like that
thanks for sharing.
the beers have become the new baseball cards. It's like, oh, I got a rookie arrogant bastard. Like,
Baseball cards are worth shit.
exactly. But beer will age forever.
This would be really good to marinate tri-tip in, but probably you just want to pair it with it instead and pour something else in there that's more readily
Yeah.
available, like maybe a Bigfoot to break down the
Yeah, I was going to say,
meat.
using another big barley wine and then pairing it with this would be really good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's delicious beer.
Well, I think we should finish it off. I don't think we'll have any problems doing that.
Oh,
So
no.
then move on to the hi-fi.
All right,
High
cheers.
five.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right, what's next, guys?
These awkwardly waxed bottles.
There is something very phallic about that one in particular.
Yeah, the drippings on the side. It's making me feel inadequate.
I think it deserves a.
Yeah, exactly. And we've gone there.
So this is the latest bottle release from Flossmoor, the Hi-Fi Rye. They have a version coming out in bourbon barrels. So
Cool.
they made
Nice.
a double.
Maybe they'll be doing that around Dark Lord Day.
I don't know if it's that soon. That
Not that
Imperial
soon.
Pils comes out first.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Let's see if we
Let's,
can get into these.
Dig into it.
Dig in.
That rye really darkened it up.
Oh yeah. I can't even see through it.
Yeah, pretty dark.
Are they calling this a rye IPA?
This is a rye barley wine.
Rye barley wine. Okay. Well,
So it's
that
got-
makes sense.
A little bit of that rubiness to it.
Yes.
but,
Oh yeah,
uh,
it's definitely.
knocked out a little bit by the darkness.
Wow.
Much sweeter aroma than the
Creamy.
East End, yeah.
Still has that the dark fruit.
Yeah.
thing going on.
The classic with
You can
barley
smell
wines.
the alcohol a lot better on this one.
Mhm.
This has got. It's gonna have
Yeah,
a
there's
lot
some
bigger
heat coming
kick.
off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this would be a lot more difficult to drink in large quantities than the last one.
Yeah.
I think it's
But I
still
like it.
pretty.
It's got a really good flavor profile to
See,
it.
this
Yeah,
is
I
a
think
lot
we
more
got the
this is
warmer
a lot
bottle.
smoother.
The rye is really, it's minimal. It
Yeah.
adds to it. Yeah, it's definitely subdued. It's nice, but it really has this great classic barley wine flavor profile. It's not overly hopped like a lot of the West Coast ones, but it's just a really nice barley wine.
And it's got caraway seeds in it too. So
I'll play
caraway.
into it.
I think it's really cool though, because I mean, Flossmoor's been around for a while. They're fairly well known in the Midwest. There's 1,500 and some breweries now in the United States, so it's impossible to keep up with all of them. And I'd never heard of Flossmoor. And
Yeah, I
so
was curious to know if you
Yeah,
guys had. I mean,
I-
obviously you.
Yeah.
Bill knows everything,
Right.
but, you know, for those of us newbies in the craft beer world,
I've never heard of Flossmoor. So
Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
Flossmoor Station, their first head brewer when they made it big was Todd Ashman, who's now at 50/50 in Truckee, California, of all places.
Right.
But yeah, he won a lot of medals right off the bat at GABF when he first started with a lot of great barrel aged and sour beers, and they've just seemed to, I think this is the third brewer from there, a head brewer, and they've just seemed to keep carrying on the tradition. They've adjusted some of their older recipes that he put on, but they're also keep coming up with new stuff, and they keep being winners. So, and you know, that's great. Well, that's what's great about craft brewing, because it's not just those brewers, it's the fact that the owners of Flossmoor Station are willing to invest the time and effort to have great brewers and let them be creative. That's the key. It's so nice when the owners are willing to let them have their little side projects and brew great beers like this, when they could be turning out, you know, their pales or their ambers and just
Their money
you know,
makers.
doing everything. And they still do, and that's one of the reasons that a lot of breweries are able to make such great beers. For example, New Belgium. Everybody knows the ubiquitous Fat Tire.
Yeah.
We probably don't enjoy it as much as a lot of people that are segueing from mass-marketed beers to craft beers.
Right.
But I appreciate Fat Tire because of the fact it allows them to brew beers like La Folie, Eric's Ale, La Terroir, do their whole barrel program and everything, because Fat Tire pays for it all.
Right.
So there's a reason for it.
It's ups and downs. Yeah. And then Matt, their brewer before, is out at Oakshire.
Oh yeah, that's right, Oakshire. I couldn't remember.
He was a big IPA fan, so
Right.
Brian had some big shoes to fill there. Everyone used to their big IPAs.
I just think it's a testament to social media, though, that this is actually, you know, I'm here in Chicago drinking this beer with you guys because we all do a podcast together about craft beer, and we're preaching that gospel. And you know, this is a beer I wouldn't have been able to probably wouldn't have ever tried, just because there's so many other things out there to try that sometimes you need that extra somebody to say, hey, you should try this beer, and you know. So I think you guys are doing a great service with that.
And as are you guys.
Yeah, so it's. You know, I think the brewers need to get behind podcasting.
We should all hug,
Social
right?
media discussion.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Podcast.
Unity.
So, that's right. Although it's just us. All the other podcasters, you suck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Gee, Ashley, your voice is really deep this time.
I wonder if I can go deeper than Todd.
Oh, wow, that went the wrong direction.
Sir, I'm sorry you're not allowed up here. We don't know who you are.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, and thank you everyone for watching the Hopcast. And be sure to check out New Brew Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Stay
Cheers.
safe and drink beer.
Cheers.